Good morning students. I am going to explain about the national income. National income is the whole country's income, right? Whole country's income is known as the national income. I'll explain it in detail its meaning. National income is the result of all the economic activities done in our country by all the citizens of a country. Its net result is in total is called the national income, or in the simple term you can say all the citizens income we do the aggregation, we do the total is known as the national income, and it is valued in terms of money. We do not consider the value or the number of goods produced, right? We consider the money terms, market value of goods and services, right? And it also includes the payments made to all the resources. All the resources means the factors of production's income, wages for the labor, interest for the capital, rent for the land, and profits for the entrepreneur. Optimistically we say profits, right? And these are the different names of national income, that is national dividend, output and expenditure. And country's development depends upon the growth of national income, or higher than, we can say higher the national income, higher would be the growth or development of a country. Then normal residents, normal and non-resident, there are two things to remember. There are two keywords. The ordinary residing. Ordinary residing means the person should spend at least or minimum 1 year in our country, or more than 1 year, right? The person may or may not be the citizen of the country. That means the person at least should stay in our country minimum 1 year. And his economic interest means he should think for the benefit of our country economically. He should invest some money in our country, right? Or he should invest his earned money in our country. We can say his economic interest lies in our country, right? If the person is not satisfying these two conditions, means he stays less than 1 year in our country and economic interest is not in our country, he is taking back his money to his native country, right? Then we consider that person as a non-resident. Now this is the normal difference between the normal and non-resident of India, NRI. The first difference is the like Indians working in the foreign embassies. Embassies are of the foreign countries, but Indians are working over there. We consider those Indians in the residents, because the embassies are in India. Obviously the persons are not going out, right? They are staying in India, so they will be considered as a normal residents. Like embassies are there in India, Indians are working, right? In the same way, foreigners who are working in our embassies in other countries will be considered as a non-residents. They will be considered the residents in their countries, but for us they will be considered as a non-residents. Then second thing, the international organizations like WHO, IMF, right? These organizations, the offices in India, but our Indians are working in that, we consider those persons as normal residents. Foreigners and any foreigners who are working in India, working WHO, IMF, if the office is located in India, see, one thing is common over here, location is in India, right? The foreigners, foreigner can be any one, right? Any country. So that will be considered as a non-resident, right? WHO, but it's there in India, but foreigners working in those institutes will be considered as a non-residents. Then ambassador, see I have written with the red ink only, the ambassadors. Any country's ambassador in any corner of the world will be considered as the resident of their particular country. Then last point is the foreigner citizens living in India for more than 1 year, like we did in the previous slide, the ordinary resident under that point, right? They are living less for 1 year or more than 1 year will be considered as a normal resident of India. But if the person resides less than that time period will be non-resident. But in this, we will excuse those people. We will not include those people who came to our country for studies and for medical treatment, right? Because their economic interest will not be there in India. They may go to their native place, native country, and use their skills over there, right? And foreign technical experts, they used to come in India less than 1 year. Under the ordinary resident, they will be considered as a non-resident of India. Then, these are the basic concepts of national income. The formulas begins from here. You need to remember 3 conditions. Gross. Gross means total. When we have to convert the gross into net, we'll simply have to deduct the depreciation from that. You need to remember this. Gross minus gross into net. When we convert gross into net, we have to deduct the depreciation. And second thing, domestic into national. When we have to convert the domestic into the national one, we have to add up the net factor income from abroad. Net factor income from abroad is the income generated by our factors of production. Net means the factor income from abroad minus factor income to abroad, right? The market price into the factor cost. When we have to convert the MP into FC, then we have to deduct net indirect taxes or deduct plus indirect taxes minus indirect taxes, and in the bracket indirect taxes minus subsidies, right? So it means to say net indirect taxes we can get by deducting subsidies from the indirect taxes. Have a look on this. Now, formulas one by one for the basic concepts. First is the gross domestic product at market price, that is GDP at MP. Its meaning lies in its name. Gross means the total, domestic means within the territory of the country, product means the production of goods and services at market price, means market value of all the goods and services produced in the domestic territory of the country in an accounting year. Again, net domestic product at market price, NDP at MP. We know NDP at MP we have to calculate. Suppose we have been given the GDP at MP. We have to compare. Always remember, we have to compare from left to right. Alphabets from left to right. See here N, G. That means we have to convert the gross into net. And in the first basic concept formulas I told you, when we have to convert gross into a net, we have to deduct the depreciation, right? Simply we'll deduct depreciation from GDP at MP. And now you should know the meaning of depreciation also. Depreciation is a decrease in the value of the asset due to wear and tear, means due to the use, right? Obsolescence due to the technical advancement and passage of time. Wear and tear means the loss to the asset due to the overuse. Then net national product at market price and NP at MP. Suppose we have been given NDP at MP. Again we will compare one by one. So we have to calculate NNP at MP. N is given, right? And we have to calculate, we will not change anything. National D, domestic. So we have to convert the domestic into the national. Rest is same. So when we have to convert the domestic into the national, we'll have to add up the net factor income from abroad in that. So I added up the NFI in that. NFI I already told you, that is the factor income earned from abroad by normal resident of the country minus factor income earned by non-residents in our domestic territory. Then gross national product at market price, GNP at MP. Suppose we have been given GDP at MP. Again we will compare from left to right. G, gross, net, national, domestic. Again we have to convert the domestic into the national. Rest the numbers are same. So national, to make it national, we simply add up the NFI, net factor income from abroad. Then conversion of the market price into the factor price. Now everything has been given, right? GDP at FC we have to calculate factor cost, but market price value has been given. So we need to remember, when we have to convert the MP into FC, we simply deduct the net indirect taxes. And if net indirect tax value is not given in the question, so obviously indirect taxes or subsidies would be given in that. If subsidies are not there, we will simply deduct the indirect taxes. Or if it is not given, then if it is given, then you can calculate separately net indirect taxes first, indirect taxes minus subsidies, right? Either you can remember, you will deduct net indirect taxes or plus subsidies over here. Then net domestic product at factor cost, NDP at FC, and then NDP at MP has been given. So you will have to compare. Rest things are same. We have to convert the MP into FC. We'll simply deduct the net indirect taxes. NDP, yes, you need to remember, NDP at FC, if it is equal to domestic income. If examiner told you to calculate the domestic income, it means you have to calculate NDP at FC. Then gross national product at factor cost, GNP at FC, and you have been given GNP at MP, as I told you earlier slides, right? MP into FC, deduct net indirect taxes. Then NNP at FC, NNP at MP has been given, right? So simply MP, we have to calculate net minus net indirect taxes. And you need to remember, NNP at FC is called national income. If examiner told you to calculate domestic income, then you will calculate NDP at FC. If national income, NNP at FC. Now these are the simple examples of the equation formation. Suppose in the question it has been given GNP at MP and you have to calculate NDP at FC. Then first your work is to form the equation, then just simply fill up the values. See, we have been asked to calculate NDP at FC. Again we compare from left to right, N into G. So you will write simultaneously minus depreciation, gross into net minus depreciation, then domestic, national. National has been given, domestic totally reciprocal, deduct NFIE, net factor income from abroad. Then FC, MP. MP has been given, FC convert, then minus net indirect taxes. And in the values you will fill up and get the answer. Suppose NDP at MP is given and NDP at FC has to calculate. Again you will compare net, no change, D, domestic, no change, FC, MP, right? So MP into FC minus net indirect taxes. Then NDP at FC is given and NP at FC have to calculate N common, ND, domestic international, means plus NFIA, FC common, right? So NNP at FC has been given over here. GNP at MP you have to calculate, again compare G into N. N is given, G, gross, then you will add up the depreciation. Then national, no change, FC, MP. MP you have to make, FC is there. Now you need to remember FC into MP. This is the reciprocal thing. So you will add up the net indirect taxes. Then next formula, GDP at MP. NDP at FC is given, right? Net gross, net to gross plus depreciation. D domestic common, MP, FC, right? So plus net indirect taxes because FC is given. Then the last one, GDP at MP, GNP at MP, GG common, domestic, national. So to make it national plus NFIE, MP is common. I think it's clear to all of you. You'll all definitely try the numericals. Give your feedback. Thank you.